Hi, this is Jeff with Radical Honesty, and I'm going to talk about a new theme. The subject is on current events. It'll deal with Ukraine war, our thoughts about it, how God thinks about it, and what we are to do in light of it, okay? Because it's a real critical situation at this time. Ukraine is being surrounded by a foreign military. I'm going to talk about what to do first. Usually don't talk about this. But before I talk about exactly distinct things you can do as a follower of Jesus Christ, I got to tell you that this general category falls under what we call common grace. What in the world is common grace? Well, as followers of Jesus, we kind of see two different categories of what obedience is. Now, obedience, people don't like to use that word. It sounds like I'm being forced. No, but obedience is actually a good word. We are followers of Jesus Christ. If we love him, we obey him. That's what Jesus said, okay? Sometimes we obey him because he has called believers, followers of him, to be different than the world. Okay, that there are things that we are to do that are very distinct based upon our faith, our conviction, our beliefs, based upon the fact that the Spirit of God has been bestowed upon those who follow him, okay, believe in him. But then there's this category of obedience that is categorized by this phrase, common grace. Common grace is something that perhaps doesn't pertain to the faith, but it pertains to the world and the whole world. And you don't have to be maybe a follower of Jesus to do this. You don't have to pray for people who are followers of Jesus. It's just something you do for all of humankind. And this is a really important understanding to balance, because some people believe that, you know what, well, I'm a humanist Christian, and so we don't do anything specific about Christianity, about Christ. Well, that's wrong. Or like, we only do things that Jesus is specific, Christian specific. That's wrong too. We obey God in special grace. We obey God in common grace. Okay? This falls under common grace. There are three things that we can do, and I found myself doing this this past week. First, we are to pray for the peace of this world. Paul tells us in the New Testament to do this. And it's not like, oh, we only pray for Christians. Hopefully you pray for Christians. Hopefully you pray for people in your church, people you're discipling, people you're ministering. We also are praying for people who do not follow Jesus for their peace. Bless those who curse you, Jesus says. This is what we should be doing all the time, okay? Praying for the peace of Ukraine. The second thing to do is to help them sort of materially, financially, because there's a lot of refugees leaving Ukraine, going to the border into Poland. Jesus uses a parable of, who of you, if they had an animal who fell down a ditch, wouldn't rescue them on a Sabbath? Now, Jesus in that original sort of like dialogue was talking about how you can do good acts during the Sabbath, but I would stretch it a little bit further. He's talking about common grace. This is common grace. I believe this war is very abusive, okay? It's not unjustified. And not only do we pray for the people of Ukraine in the area that there would be peace, the second thing we do is we help them. We help the people, we help the refugees. So I spent the last few days trying to find out where I can donate money in terms of helping the refugees, mostly women and children, elderly, as they sort of relocate. And it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing, okay? The third thing you could do is to show your support for the people, Ukrainians. On Saturday, I went to a Ukrainian rally at the Ferry Building. I'll probably go to another one pretty soon. Look, I'm not Ukrainian. Neither was I Black when I went to a Black Lives Matter rally. I am Asian, so when I went to a Stop Asian Hate rally, I felt right in. But as followers of Jesus, we are not people of a specific ethnicity or race. We are people who understand that we are all created in the image of God. And this is the common grace concept. Not that all people of all worlds are followers of Jesus. No, 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 no. But we are all created in the image of God. And whether we or that ethnicity or race. It doesn't matter. Because as a believer in Jesus, every person, okay, every person is as valuable in the sight of God as anyone else. So I hope this helps you at this time and helps you mobilize because, you know, we got to more than talk and preach, we got to do things. But in the coming videos, I'm going to be talking a little bit about theology, about some hypothetical things about war, how God views it, okay? So may God protect the people of Ukraine.